In this video, I wanted to look in a bit more detail at one of our exciting new titles, which is Developing Animal Feed Products, which is edited by Dr. Navaratnam Parthiban, formerly of the Royal Agricultural University and now Fibro Animal Health in the UK. Part 1 of the book reviews key stages in animal food product development, from identifying new ingredients to the effects of processing on their nutritional properties. Part 2 discusses key safety and quality issues, such as dealing with contaminants and risk assessment methodologies. Well, to give you a better idea of what the book is like, I picked out a couple of chapters as examples. The first one is Chapter 1 in Part 1 on techniques to identify new animal feed ingredients and additives, written by Geordie Ortuno of Queen's University of Belfast, Alexandros Stratakos of the University of West of England, and Katerina Theodorodou of Queen's University of Belfast in the UK. This chapter reviews standard methods used to detect the main traits of interest in animal feed ingredients and additives. It discusses techniques to evaluate feed nutritional value. These include, for example, chemical analysis to determine protein, fibre, fatty acid content and digestibility, techniques to determine nutritive value and digestibility such as rumen in vitro fermentation techniques, protein evaluation systems and models, in vitro evaluation of antioxidant, antimicrobial, prebiotic and enzymatic activity. Chapter concludes with an interesting case study on how to assess seaweed as a potential novel feed for livestock. Well, the second chapter I wanted to pick out, which is in Part 2, is on development in techniques to test the efficacy of animal feed products. And this is written by Gerhard Flachowski and Ulrich Meyer of the Institute of Animal Nutrition, the Friedrich Loeffler Institute in Germany. The chapter opens by discussing guidance by the European Food Safety Authority and how to compile dossiers for feed additives. The chapter then goes on to discuss key issues and steps in demonstrating the efficacy of new animal feed products. It uses a number of examples to show how this can be done effectively. These include reduction of nitrogen excretion, reduction of feed contamination by mycotoxins, and finally reduction of methane emissions using feed additives. Key steps, such as the use of in vitro and in vivo studies to test the effects of animal additives, are discussed in detail. Well, I'll conclude, if I may, by quoting a leading expert in this field, Dr. Leo den Hartog, who's Professor of Animal Nutrition in a Circular Economy at Wageningen University, and also the R&D Director of a leading company in this area, Nutrico. And he's been kind enough to say, animals play a key role in the transition towards a circular economy. This book makes a significant contribution to this process with its review of recent research and development in the field of ruminant and monogastric feed. We're sure this volume will be an important supplement to your own research on livestock nutrition.